radio killed the video star?
How can this be?
Which radio? TigerTails Radio.
It's perfect.
Internet radio has never been so fuzzy.
変われば世界も変わる
Mics, check. Music cued, check. Presenters ready. Well, 2 out of 3's not bad. This is TigerTails Radio.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to another delightful, delectable, and otherwise entertaining episode of TigerTails Radio. I am TK, hiding behind all my microphones and monitors and things. And over there on the sofa, we have an Echo.
Hello, everybody.
And from the faraway lands of the studio known as Studio Not Here, we have a Xavier.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I am not too bad. How are you?
I am alive.
Alive is good.
Alive is good. It's an improvement on not alive anyway.
Absolutely. Although not alive is a fairly final state of being.
It is a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
My t-shirt's riding up. Oof.
Oh, goodness.
I know. It's all of interest up in my back. But yes, it is Monday. It is the 11th. It is Remembrance Day, and so we have a studio poppy.
Oh, yes.
Yes, we do.
Hey.
So, yeah, I've thought of these things. I've been a good boy, and yeah, because since we didn't have enough poppies to go around, we'll just have one for the studio.
Yes.
We had the 2-minute silence
At
all
work.
organised at work. So
Yeah,
that was
likewise.
Yep. And we did.
kind of successful.
Ours was very successful
We were very impressed with the 2-minute silence, actually.
because it happened.
Yeah.
Well, because it just automatically happened.
Ooh.
And scarily enough, furries were quiet for 2 whole minutes.
My God.
I know. And it didn't require any telling. They just did. They just went quiet.
Wow.
Yeah. And it wasn't because Yif was put on, you know.
Yeah. Yes, Echo has been out and about. He'll be talking about that a little bit later on.
I will indeed,
Mr.
yes.
Xavier, how's your week been?
My week has mostly been filled with work, as always. The weather has still been, not ideal. Although the weekend, Sunday, decided to turn out nice. But the rain was a primary factor over this last week. So it's meant the heating's come on, having to dry oneself off after getting home.
Yay, rain.
And just keeping the room not being damp,
Yeah.
if that makes sense to people, just to keep it out, because it's kind of a thing when it gets to this time of year and then tons of rain over a short space of time.
Yep.
And you
It's
don't want to be moist.
yeah, moist is the thing, especially when you
Yeah.
get to work and you're moist.
Moist
You
is
sit there and
bad,
you go,
kids.
Yep.
Yeah, moist is bad. And then you go to work and it's a case of the air conditioning's on and everyone goes,
Oh, yeah.
you're right.
Why is
It's
this
blowing
on?
cold air.
Why? Why do this to me?
Because we're in a building filled with people and computers. Clearly, they need to pump cold air through the building.
You
Either
do,
way,
because
there's
otherwise it would be like a sauna.
I wouldn't mind that because we've got a water feature in a big central column.
Water
So the
feature
lift-
in your
yeah, there's-
office.
Not in the bottom of the building because it's like a
Oh.
donut,
Oh, right.
and it's a nice little water feature. So it means in the middle bit, freaking freezing, draft coming through those elevators. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
All good fun. But yeah, so weather hasn't been brilliant. It meant fireworks were originally put off previously, happened this weekend, shockingly.
Oh, yeah.
So we caught the fireworks in New Milton. They weren't too bad.
Awesome.
Watching them out the window. We caught, when I originally came down here, we caught the fireworks display in the field. It was just muddy as heck. So since then we haven't really
You haven't
gone
ventured.
to the field. Not to that field. There's
No.
a tendency of getting very muddy. After that, Sunday, the sun came out. It was like
Yay.
Saturday, Sunday, boom, have some really good weather. So
Yeah.
stayed in, relaxed, chilled, not really trying to go anywhere at the moment because that will be holiday coming up soon for me.
Ooh, very nice.
Yes, very nice, very needed. Just work needs some time to chill.
Absolutely.
I discovered today I've got 10.5 days of holiday left to use up.
Blooming
You're lucky.
heck.
I was like, where did I get all that from?
Clearly the holiday fairies have granted you some holiday.
Yeah, it's like, I thought I'd used a load of it. I then went back and reviewed my records, and I hadn't. The system was correct.
Oh.
And I was like, hello, I have no plans for you, but guess what? I'm going to make some.
Or you can just sleep. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can catch up on some
I
of
might
those
have
much
10
needed 40 winks.
I might have 10 random days off. Just randomly. It's like,
Yes.
bit today. I'll have it off. Yes.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Just sporadically pick 10 random days between now and when the holiday pools refresh. And go, yes, I will have all of those, please.
Which presumably is the end of the calendar year, is
No,
it?
end of the tax year.
Oh, yours is fiscal, is it?
Yeah.
Ah.
Making sense with where I work, really. But
Well,
yeah.
I guess being in the financial services, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, it's all good fun. But yeah, so I've got lots of holiday. But my week, because I'm assuming Mr. Xavier's finished his.
Yep.
Good. So yes, my week has been just a general week, really. Monday to Friday, worked and stuff. So Friday night then, since there was no curry night this week,
Yes.
sadly, so I hadn't had a chance to see the lovely shades. So I instead went to have a whole weekend with him instead, because, you know, yay.
Yay!
Very much so. And while I'm looking at the YouTube chat, hi Hedge, who's all the way in uni. And
Oh.
he's currently conversing through the YouTube feeds.
Fair enough.
Hey.
Yay! So he is there as well. Hopefully he caught the start of the show and enjoyed Yatta by Habitai. And if he didn't, he can always rewind and catch it again. So yeah, the weekend was lovely. On the Saturday, we bimbled out into the middle of London and visited a few stations and popped up Watford. Yeah, Watford Tube Station.
Yep.
And I finally got Marylebone.
Hey.
Good old Marylebone.
Yep, Marylebone apparently.
Yeah, not Marylebone.
Nope, it's Marylebone. So so saith the announcer on the train whenever we got close.
Yeah, but they're never right.
And I we're now approaching Marylebone. Oh, that's how you say it. Okay. Not Marylebone or Marylebone or Marylebone or Marylebone, but Marylebone. And so there you go. You heard it here first, folks. Marylebone Station. And that was nice. It was a nice. Okay, it rained a bit, and so that made everything a bit cold and miserable.
Yeah.
But aside from that, it was quite pleasant. And then on the Sunday, we had a nice day of chilling, getting some lovely foods and breakfast and things. And yeah, it was a generally very lovely weekend, and I can't wait to have another one. And then, yeah, came home, got the show ready. Forgot to advertise on Facebook, just remembered that. Never mind, it's too late now.
Yeah.
Can't be bothered. And so, yeah.
Well, it won't tell anyone anyway. It's Facebook. It's just
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
Go, we'll
It's-
select some people and we might tell them about it if we feel like
We'll
it.
select a couple of the hundreds of people following you on us.
Yeah.
But you're a business now, so yeah, pay us and then we might advertise your shit.
Well, maybe if they paid us, then we might be a business, and in which case, then we might be able to pay them.
Yeah. I mean, we set up TigerTails Radio on Facebook as a group originally.
Yeah.
And Facebook was like, no, you must upgrade it to a page. And so we made a page.
Yep.
And now pages are businesses.
Oh.
Everyone's
Yeah.
page is a business.
Oh.
There is no hobby pages anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. So all those fandom pages and all those hobby business, hobby things, and they're all now businesses according to Facebook. And
Well.
consequently, they won't share your posts until you pay them.
Marvellous. How
Yeah.
helpful of them.
Wonderful. Thanks, Facebook.
Bastards.
Die in a fire, you horrible skank-ridden piece of shit.
Goodness.
You laugh. It's gotten bad, the social medias. It
Yeah.
really has.
The social medias are not so social.
Shades is saying that Marylebone Station is named after Mary the Bone.
Ah. Of whom
Insert
really was a
pinch
person.
of salt here. After he successfully convinced Sparky that spaghetti grew on trees.
Well, there was that one time in April where the pictures of the spaghetti tree did
Yeah.
indeed come out.
Indeed, and that is the very pictures that he used to cite his sources.
Oh, goodness. Bless him. Poor little Sparky.
I know, it was so cute.
Yeah. I also did tell Shades he was a very bad person.
He is a very bad person, but this is why I love him.
Yes.
With all of my heart.
Because he's as bad as you.
Yes.
Because you are a bad person too.
I am a very bad
Yes,
person.
yes.
Yeah.
I make Xavier and Hedgie and sometimes Echo play terrible retro games for the benefit of YouTube.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Yes, he does.
Which I
you
still
are.
need to edit the most recent video of that, actually.
Bad person.
I'm a bad person, although, credit where credit's due, you are quite impressed with What's My Sign.
With what?
What's My Sign?
The,
Yeah,
Penn and
I
Teller
was
one.
very impressed with that. Yes,
Yes.
that's very true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, shall we? Have you finished up on your?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much came up. Well, actually, one thing.
Yep.
The trains were fucked on the way up
Right.
due to signal failures at Bournemouth.
Yep.
Power cut.
Bloody Bournemouth.
So I got to Shades, about an hour and a half later than I would have normally done. Thanks, trains. So
You love trains,
I took advantage of delay repay,
as you should.
as I should, and there was engineering works on the way home, and so all trains were being diverted, which was fine. Got to the station with 5 minutes to spare or so. Got over the footbridge down to the platform with 3 minutes to spare.
Yep.
Pressed the button to open the door.
Yep.
Thought, why is nothing happening? The train then starts pulling out.
Oh.
I look at the clock. Yep, 3 minutes to spare. Why is my train leaving?
Oh.
Why is my train going away early?
You're
So
not supposed to do that.
no, so I went to speak to the station staff, who didn't indeed confirm that it left early. In fact, their system clocks it at 4 minutes early.
Wow.
Yeah,
That is some substantial amount early.
indeed. And so they gave me the head code of the train, which they didn't really need to. I knew how to find that myself, but that was nice of them. And told me that, yes, delay repay should be able to assist with that, because they can look up and indeed confirm that it left early. And therefore, grant me my... now, it's for a return ticket. It's 50% of the total cost one way, you know? So
Yeah.
if you get delayed one way, it's 50% of the total cost of your ticket. So in theory, I could get 100% of the ticket price back due to being delayed for more than an hour
On
each
both
direction.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's pretty cool. So basically, I got to spend the weekend at Shades for free, so long as they accept my delay repay requests.
Which on the way down should be absolutely certain, because there definitely was.
Given the weekend, they're gonna be hammered with it.
Yeah, because your Friday must have been fun.
Oh my god! Power
Because-
cut in Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Wow. You have never seen a larger crowd of unhappier people when that happened.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
And then it was play that which platform should we be on in order to catch our train game? And I've been
yes.
to Bournemouth when they've done this a number of times, so I'm old hat with that game.
This is why we need to bring back some steam on the main line.
Well, it didn't matter because it didn't affect the trains. It affected the signals.
Oh, yeah, but if you went back to the style of signals they had when they had steam on the line, you wouldn't have this problem, because unless they had a mass paraffin shortage, you know, you wouldn't
They were
have
all
a problem.
Cabled. They were all cabled.
Yeah, it was.
And-
It was all wires.
Yeah, and in this day and age, I'd rather not have all wired signaling.
You know, signaling is done by wires still. It's just
Yeah.
they put electricity through the wire this time instead of having a mechanical wire do a job.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you're less likely to,
but then you only end up
snap
with
a wire with a pair of bolt cutters if it's going to kill you.
yeah,
Yeah, you say that. Have you read the Darwin Awards recently?
yeah.
Yeah.
The number of people trying to steal copper who keep cutting through live cable and
And then
frying
happily
themselves.
just go for it, because they're just like, that money, it's totally
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah, it's like, hey, this is a high voltage power cable. I know. I'll cut it
Absolutely.
because that won't have any negative repercussions at all, will it?
Oh, not on anyone.
No, not at all. Morons.
Anything else then happened during your week, Echo?
During my week.
Yes, your week.
Oh,
Yes,
well,
your
okay,
week.
so we'll start on my week. So the Monday and Tuesday bit was bog standard work-flavoured Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, however, was a rather more interesting day. Rather a tiring day, I'll admit. But I will...
Was it because of all the sex?
No! We didn't have sex. We went to bed at 9:30 in the evening
On the Tuesday.
on the Tuesday. Because we woke up incredibly early on the Wednesday morning. And we went to the Pokemon Centre in London. So I will cover that in Done and Dusted
Aha.
at the end of the show, because I have two sections of Done and Dusted this week.
Before you carry on,
Yep.
Hedgie has made reference to the April Fool's Spaghetti Harvest, narrated by Jonathan Dimbleby, in terms of the good old spaghetti growing on trees thing.
Oh dear.
And in the YouTube chat, Shade has also mentioned that there was also additional problems at Hook, and so Steam wouldn't have solved that problem because there was a landslide.
It would have solved the problem. They could just sent it in and steamed it out of the way.
No.
Not quite how landslides work, Sonny. Not quite how they work.
No, I know. I heard about all the issues at Hook, but that's because it's a basically dead zone. I mean, it's basically Basingstoke,
Yeah, I mean, well,
which is equally a dead zone. So,
it's dead to us.
yeah, it is.
Amazing Stoke.
Blazing Toke.
I knew you were going to say that one.
Yeah.
But yes, carry on with your
Anyway,
week.
I shall carry on with my week. So yeah, so Wednesday was at the Pokemon Centre in London, and so I'll cover that done and dusted. And then Thursday was packing, which is why I didn't do curry night, because Wednesday night was dead, basically.
Yeah.
Then Thursday, I needed a night to be able to pack, so I spent the entire Thursday evening packing.
So basically, what you're saying is you are directly responsible for me not seeing my boyfriend until the weekend.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I am. Absolutely.
The fact he wasn't working in Southampton is absolutely irrelevant. It's all your fault.
Yes, it's all my fault. Entirely my fault. And anyway, yeah, so Friday evening, I left work. I went and picked up Sparky. Friday morning, packed all the stuff in the car.
That
Went to
helps.
work. Yep. And then I left work, came back from work, picked Sparky up, and we trundled off down to Furcation.
Ooh.
So we went down to Burnham by Sea, down by Weston-super-Mare, sort of general vicinity.
Okay.
And we went, and the weekend we did furry shit.
By that he means he had a really big turd and it was covered in hair.
No. Because, you know, as you can see, I am actually sporting the Furcation 2019 t-shirt.
Ooh. Look at that paunch.
I don't have paunch. If I do this, I might do, but that's, you know, relaxed. And my Furcation 2019 sponsor lanyard.
Ooh.
Because, you know, being a furry radio station.
Yeah, we should probably go to more of these furry things, shouldn't we?
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's
So
a thing.
I did Furcation, which was absolutely bloody fantastic.
Spoilers.
My first ever, well, second ever furry con, first ever residential furry con.
Yeah.
And I will also equally be reviewing Furcation 2019 in Done and Dusted.
Ooh, so
As
we've got some done and dusted from Echo.
Indeed, which is very unusual.
Shade is going, no, don't blame the Echo. It's like, no, we're blaming Echo.
It's fine, I'll accept responsibility. I mean, you know.
He's responsible for most things, in all fairness.
Wow.
You know, the Holocaust,
No!
Jim Crow,
No.
the Emancipation Proclamation, all your fault.
No, none of that. None of those things are my fault. I mean, the fact that some of those things were discussed at the weekend, you know, it's neither here nor there. That doesn't make them my fault.
Is it just because furries, you know, the old stereotype is that they don't shower, and so you're basically just gassing all the furs with body odor?
Well, usually the furs gassing the new furs, I guess, but no, because I had a shower whilst I was at Furcation. In fact,
Sparky's right then, you're not
Hey.
a furry.
I say I had I had a shower at the beginning, and then I wore the same clothes for the entire weekend.
See, now he's desperately trying to fit in.
Oh no, I fit in really well.
Try hard.
Wow. Damn.
That set the piss equals being taken.
Yeah.
I will flat out say I can never go to a holiday do that. I will sit at home and wear the same things on a daily basis because I'm at home. But even then, the shower's like behind me. So it's like,
You have no
You know.
excuse.
Yeah, but the difference is that when you're at a convention with furries,
you
have-
wear different changes of clothes.
I only had one Furcation t-shirt.
You had a suitcase you
I
packed
only
in an
took
evening.
2 additional t-shirts.
Then how did it take an evening for you to pack?
He had to find all the sex toys and lube.
Okay.
Padding, more padding, powder, wipes, food, drink. You
You know he sounds like he's an older man than all of us.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. On that note, speaking of old things, you may have heard at the start of the show we played Yasa by Habitai. And the show says, yes, we can blame you for the Holocaust and the green mist.
Yeah, that's true. That was the GWR Holocaust.
It's a different Holocaust, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yes,
that wasn't with Jews. That was
No.
Holocaust with British people,
yes, mostly me.
including you. Yeah.
Murdering my olfactory senses with your gratuitously grotesque anus. That's not something to be proud of!
Oh, it is. That is absolutely something to be proud of.
As the compressor says, will you stop doing that? And Pete's ears go, will you stop doing that?
No, I will not.
But yes, at the start of the show we played Yatta by Habitai, which was meme of the decade back in the early 2000s. For those of us who are old and
Not
may
me, then.
remember the other furry show that was going on at the time, back in the year 2001, 2000-ish, called the Fun Day Paw Pet Show, well, that's when I first heard the following song. And, well, browsing through some of my old hard drives, I stumbled upon it, checked the YouTube permissions, and they were like, yeah, sure, you can play this. And so I thought, oh, hell yeah, I'm going to play this then. We have a double act known as Trout Fishing in America with their song Proper Cup of Coffee.
We've now reached the audience participation portion of our album. This is an old sing-along song, and what we'd like for you to do is to listen to the chorus of this song and then sing along with us. We'll go through it once, and then we want you all to sing along. A sultan sat on his oriental mat in his harem in downtown Persia. He took a sip of coffee, just a drip, and he said to his servant, "Curse ya! Ah, curse ya, curse ya, curse ya! That's the worst cup of coffee in Persia. 'Cause all I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a proper coffee in a proper copper pot. Iron coffee pots and tin coffee pots, they are no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee in a proper cup of coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea."
You got it? Well, join right in.
In days of old, when nice and men were bold and whiskey was much cheaper, Ben Turpin rode to a coffee shop and showed his pistols to the keeper. He said, "Stand and deliver! Can't you see that I'm on a quiver? 'Cause all I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a proper coffee in a proper copper pot. Iron coffee pots and tin coffee pots, they are no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee in a proper cup of coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea." When Bonaparte found that he was in the cart and he lost that Waterloo fight, he gave his sword to Wellington, my lord, and he said, "Those bitches can't have that." Now you've had your Waterloo, say, tell me what am I having with you, say? 'Cause element is a baby, give a kiff, it made me baby, give a kiff, it pit. And maybe if my dance, pretty when it did a kiffy in a pit, give a pit. And give a pit, sing ten, give a pit, and yes, they made. If you can't tell it, baby, give a kiffy in a baby, give a kiffy, better have a give a tea. Well, we didn't exactly expect you to sing along with that last part since it was in French. This is your last chance, however. It is the People magazine version of this song, and it goes like this. Now King Solomon and his queen would carry on, so we heard in the ancient scandals. He bought her lots of silver coffee pots with diamond legs and handles. And said the Queen of Sheba, "I'd rather have any old Tiba, 'cause everybody, all I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a proper coffee in a proper copper pot. Iron coffee pots and tin coffee pots, they are no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee in a proper cup of coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. I may be be off my dot, but I want a proper coffee in a proper cup of pot. Iron coffee pot, sense in coffee pots, they are no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee in a proper cup of coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea. All I want is proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a proper coffee in a proper cup of pot. Iron coffee pot, sense in coffee pots, they are no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee in a proper cup of coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea.
You're listening to TigerTails Radio, giving Cards Against Humanity a run for its money. It's time for Quiplash.
I like that song.
It's different.
Yeah.
Definitely different.
I haven't heard that song in so long. When I randomly found that MP3, I was like, oh my god, yes, that's going on the CD.
Oh dear.
As soon as YouTube gave me permission, it was on.
Well, that makes
So
sense. I mean,
then.
it's something rare enough that you can actually find something you can play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's old and they allowed it. And I was like, hell yeah, I'll be playing some of that then. But
So it is gone 9 o'clock.
It is
Everyone
jingle
who's
time.
watching needs to put their internet device to jackbox.tv.
indeed.
They do indeed.
And very shortly, I will be giving them a room code.
Indeed.
Because he's not prepared.
Oh,
You
it's 'cause-
can't be prepared ahead of time.
well, to a degree I can, but it was because jackbox.tv had erased all of my details because this is obviously the first time I've gone to it on this new machine.
Ah.
So of course I had to go and reset everything in.
Yay. He gets to
Yep.
do the, you are not the actual person who normally signs in. Please confirm. And then
Yeah.
please verify this device is correct. And,
And
uses
then-
your account regularly.
Ooh, that's loud. Let's just
Ooh woo.
there we go.
Okay,
Ooh,
no.
VC.
Alright, so no. Stop with the ooh.
Why? It's
Because
uniform.
I will kill you.
Okay, well then this one's room code is UWVC, Uniform Whiskey Victor Charlie, Uwu VC.
I'm in.
It is not ooh.
Saviour's
Stop.
in. Echo's in. I like the way that
Ooh,
most of the
VC.
things are transparent. Echo's is not.
Yeah. I don't know why that is. There must clearly be a lot of...
And the
blue-
O and the B in Jackbox are almost perfectly lined up with Echo's eyes.
Yeah, they are.
This is what happens when TK gets a thing, guys. This is what happens.
Library Hog.
I'm looking through the B and O.
Yeah.
Oh, some Bang & Olufsen, I suppose.
Oh,
Yeah, I like how all you can see is my Deerstalker over the top of the Jackbox TV.
You're Detective Pikachu, Deerstalker, no less.
Indeed, with the label inside that says, "If lost, return to Harry Goodman, 1722 Green Street, Rhyme City, 921 C844."
Which means should you ever lose that hat, you'll never see it again.
Absolutely. Well, I could just change my address to that.
Yeah, you could move to a fictional location.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
I'll
not?
just form my own city.
Yes.
And then create that address within it.
Sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
So, we'll give people a moment or so just to see if there is any thing.
There's at least 5 of us, which is a good, good
It's
number.
a reasonable number. There's a couple of holes in the bottom to fill if people want to
There's-
start filling holes.
Yep, there's 3 holes in the bottom to fill.
But if I press the button... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12...
It's the counting game.
Yeah.
So there's approximately 13... Oh my god, I was 2 seconds behind. So there's approximately 10 seconds of lag.
Yeah, the lag is about normal for YouTube now. About
So,
normal.
yep, it's all good.
Yep, it's normal YouTube lag.
Normal YouTube
and
lag
in the
is
YouTube
about
feed
30
we
seconds.
have... oh my god, yes, finished... No, sorry, Raw Power in the YouTube chat says, oh my god, yes, finished my emails, and look what I stumbled on. A live TigerTails. Normally only get the recordings. Yes, we're live right now. And if you want to play Quiplash, you can.
Yes, you can come fill our 3 bottom holes.
Yes, you can fill a bottom hole if you wish. Just put in jackbox.tv in your internet-enabled device of browsing.
Choose a name and then enter the room code UWVC.
Uniform, Whiskey, Victor, Charlie.
Indeed.
So we'll allow a few more seconds to allow that to happen.
Yes.
Unless, of course, you put the YouTube chat you don't want to, in which case you can join the audience if you wish.
See, we noticed on the vacation name
Thing.
tag things that it actually has Uwu.
Oh, God.
Oh,
It has Uwu written on it.
And now it shall burn.
No.
yes.
2 to 1, you have voted.
Oh. But Uwu.
No, but ooh-woo. Because
Boo,
it
ooh-woo.
turns grown adults who are playing like children into worse than children, and they think it's cute. I, however, beat them with sticks. Not in a fun way.
I'm glad that I am not in your studio.
Ah, it's Cigaris who's on YouTube, and he says now he'll just he's currently resting in bed, letting his ankle rest.
Ah.
So we shall start the game. Let's let Schmitty explain the rules.
Yep.
Oh, that song never gets old. Ready for some quiplash? Me too. Everybody comfy? Great. This is round 1. You are about to see 2 prompts on your device. Type something hilarious, or not, for each one. Then everyone gets to decide if your answer is better than someone else's. Democracy at work. You score based on the percentage of players who like your answer. Plus, there are winner's bonuses at stake. Go!
Oh, God, no. These questions. And nice spelling. Well, I'm in, and I'm now having to fill the silence because
Yes, you are.
apparently...
Because I'm also now in as well, so we can both fill the silence with
Hey,
random chatter.
'cause everyone was really deep in thought with those questions.
I'm
which is a
really
bit
difficult
worried.
in this one. I've had like
Yeah.
12 million answers. I'm just trying to...
Mine are amusing answers.
Generally, we try to go for amusing, sometimes off the wall, sometimes just meme.
I think mine are none of the above, though, if I'm honest.
Well, we haven't
Time's
really
running out. Use a safety
memed a
clip
lot
if you
this
need it.
season. I think
No.
the mixing it up has helped.
Well, and I think also the hedgy meme has died a
I'm
day.
in! I'm in! Everyone else is
It's
in!
died. There we go. Let's
Time
see a
for the
soup.
big
Make it
reveal.
Ankylosaurus.
I'm not happy with my second answer.
Something you never want to hear a flight attendant say.
Something you never want to hear a flight attendant say is...
Okay, use your device to pick your
So the
favorite.
door's supposed to be closed. Or, please wave as the pilot passes the window.
Your brain has to think there for a second. It's a case of, is he walking by? No.
And please wave as the pilot passes the window, wins it 2-1.
Indeed. Unfortunately, not you, Library Hog.
And that's
Denied.
a great way to cheat on a sex education test.
So, a great way to cheat on a sex education
Put
test.
away.
Don't let your wife find out, or become a furry.
That first answer is entirely too smart of a pun. Well, not a pun, maybe, but...
The second one, however, no.
And yes, that was a winner there. With a quick flash.
Oh, yes.
Well done, Mr. Xavier.
Maybe he abides by his answer.
Moving on. Why Santa doesn't
I
hire
am a
millennial
one-woman
elves.
man.
So, why Santa doesn't hire millennial elves? Because they don't believe in work.
Oh, that's
Or
harsh.
too many snowflakes already.
Damn
Both
it,
of those
why?
are fantastic answers.
Oh.
And because they don't believe in work, wins it 2-1.
Yeah, it had to win. Well done, TK.
Thank you.
Next one.
Both were good
The
answers.
worst thing to say
Very
while
good
being
answers.
tortured.
So, the worst thing to say while being tortured.
Vote now.
I'm in a pickle, or I thought I was here for an argument.
Someone's quoting Monty Python. Shades was Xavier was quoting Monty Python, and hence wins with a quick flash. Sorry, Shades.
Up Next,
wasn't sure on that one,
the
so...
Wright brothers' first words after flying for the first time.
So, the Wright brothers' first words after flying for the first
Phone on
time
your
is
devices.
Uru Yif Me Daddy, thank you Echo. Or, wow, that was a shit in-flight movie.
I'd have gone, and now we prepare to crash, because they did.
And wow, that was a shit in-flight movie, wins it 3-1. Whiplash.
I don't stand to win.
Not this one.
No.
Only the first round though.
True.
That's round one. Let's take a look
Yeah,
at the
points
scores.
don't matter.
What do we got? Saviour's in the lead. I'm second, Shades third, Hedge fourth, and Echo with nil points.
No point in
Comes round
last
two.
place.
Hey, if you like round one but thought all the points should be doubled,
Second
I
round,
got the
you can
round for
turn it
you.
round.
This is where all the points are.
Absolutely.
More questions, please.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, not sure. Oh, no. No, not this question. Oh, God. Because they did change it, you bastards. Oh, neither of my answers are any good. And the question, my God. I notice everyone's thinking hard, so I am not going to do well in this round because everyone is really thinking about.
Oh
their
shit,
answers.
yes, of course.
Don't know.
Hurry up. Use a safety quit.
Not
If you can't
100%
think of
convinced on that one, Saviour.
Well, there's only TK left to get in from the YouTube feed.
Oh, he was very close.
Not happy with either answer there.
anything. Okay, remember.
What
this
about
is all
either
your
answer?
fault. The first prompt is, how would you spend your first day
Either
as
or.
U.S. president?
So, how would you spend your first day as
Hey, choose
US
your
president? Erasing all Donald Trump's previous ideas, or in a hot tub in Japan, far from work?
Now, I will point out that every US president who's ever been elected has done exactly the first question, so first answer. So I'd do the second.
And rating all of Donald Trump's previous ideas wins it 2-1.
Yep.
I am very much waiting
Next
for the
on
hot tub.
deck, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
should
'cause you ain't gonna
update
get a
their
hot
catchphrase
tub
from
after the
Cowabunga
first day.
to Floyd.
No, true.
So the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles should
Ready,
update
set,
their
go.
catchphrase from
Yes.
from Cowabunga to fucking shit reboots or turtle power.
They did update it from
T-U-R-T-L-E
Cowabunga.
They did, and I can't remember
actually
what
did.
the fuck it
No.
was.
In that really shitty cartoon that you made me watch, kind of, and I hated.
What, the
Anna Bauer Oak.
20s, what?
That's what they should.
The CGI one?
No, the CGI was fine. It was the most recent cartoon one.
Oh, Turtle Power wins it.
With 2-0. But somebody didn't vote.
Shades.
Next up, what a weird sheep thinks when it's getting shorn.
So, what a weird sheep thinks when it's getting shorn. I wonder if shearing me is their fetish, or is he going to trim my pubes too? Oof.
Oh, are you talking about Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, the most recent cartoon.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of the previous one.
Oh, and I creamed back some points.
Next
Booyaka
up,
Shah, that was it.
a good line
Yeah,
for breaking
that
the
was from the
tension at a
CGI.
fish funeral.
That was actually good.
Yeah. So a good line for breaking the tension at a fish funeral is, he'll exist in death as he lived. Battered. Or, is anyone going to the chippy after this?
How do you get the vicar to do puns afterwards?
And he'll exist in death as he lived. Bato wins it 2-1.
Coming up next, what a lazy cowboy names his horse.
So, what a lazy cowboy names his
Okay,
horse.
vote.
Horse or rodeo? Horse.
Steve.
Yeah. Horse was an obvious winner there.
Yeah, horse. Definitely horse.
Coincidentally, horse is also what a lazy Quiplash player would type. Round 2 is now complete. Let's
Oh,
see
I
where we
love
landed.
it. I love how that is a thing.
And I'm still second. Shay says replace Xavier at top spot though.
And I'm still in the bottom.
And now round 3, the last lash. This time you'll all be answering the same prompt.
A comic lash.
Pay attention
Fill
to
in this
the
comic.
stream.
Stream.
So we have 2 prisoners hanging. Looks like one of them's been stabbed. Well, they've both been stabbed actually.
Yeah,
But
one
they're
of
both
them's
hanging
young.
by the manacles hung up. One of them is saying, "How could this get any worse?" The other one is saying, "Blank."
Should be interesting to see how these answers come.
Just waiting for the echo.
Yeah.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5. And he's in.
Yep. I didn't get a full
Everybody's
answer.
Okay, in round 3, you get to award 3 medals, gold, silver, and bronze. Have at it.
So, the 2 prisoners hanging. One says, "How could this get any worse? We could be having Brexit. You haven't seen the man who comes to clean. Well, you could be upside down. Well, they could send in Naked Hedgesaurus. Or furries."
That would make it better, though.
And now people cast their votes.
3 votes. Gold, silver, bronze.
Gold, silver, and bronze. Hand out your medals.
Oh, wow.
Just waiting for someone to cast their final vote. Or they've abstained, one of the 2.
All right,
Yeah.
let's see where those medals went. Bronze first. Show me the silver.
Oh,
And gold. Let's see what the
Ooh.
medals to points exchange rate is these days.
oh, hello, hello. Ah, Echo, you've won this round.
Oh, yes. And I didn't even get my full
That's the
answer in.
game. Let's see the final
I ran out of
scores.
space.
Well, it was enough to work. What's it done to the scores? I'm in the lead!
I'm
I win!
Well, I made it from the bottom into third, so that's not so bad, I guess.
Yeah. So, in last place with 3660 was Xavier. 4th was Library Hog with 4360. 3rd was Echo with a straight 4700. With 5,810 points, it was Shades. But with 6,220 points, it was a me. I love the fact the horse actually it got something out of Schmitty.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen often.
No.
And Hedge and Shadow also says Buyakashar, trying to jog my memory.
Yeah,
Thanks,
there are
Ed.
a few one of those questions that actually get the Schmitty response.
But Total Power ended up getting 100% of the vote anyway, so Buyakashar wasn't required. I would have been able to spell Buyakashar anyway. But let's bring the backing music back up, and there we go. And we can prep Quiplash for another game. But before then, I think what we should do is have some tunage.
Absolutely.
What does Yal say?
A bit of tune is all good.
Bit of tune, so some more fun, and this time it's a bit of slightly more proper music, if that's even a phrase. This time it is from the game Amplitude, the original version, which itself was a sequel to Frequency back in the PS2 era.
So, because was the first one? What was the first Amplitude on?
PS2.
Ah.
Yeah, and the original game is called Frequency.
Oh.
This was enough of a sleeper hit to get a sequel, and it was called Amplitude. And then a new version of Amplitude was released on the PS4 and other systems a couple of years ago, after a successful Kickstarter.
Ah.
There you go, you see.
I love Amplitude. It's a fantastic game.
Because Harmonix didn't really... Harmonix wanted to do it, but they couldn't really allocate the resources to do it.
Yeah.
So they said to the fans, tell you what, we'll put it on Kickstarter. If you want it enough, you can pay for it.
And then you can also pay for the game.
Oh no, because if you backed on Kickstarter, you've got a copy of the game as one of your rewards.
Fair
But yeah,
enough.
it's a case of if you wanted it, then
You gotta pay for it.
yeah. And Full Power is this not the audience? I thought the chat was nothing like a brew to keep the paws warm. Oh no, for the Quiplash audience, you actually get to vote on the results. So if you put the room code in, go to jackbox.tv, put your room code in, and your name, and you don't appear to answer questions, but you can vote on the winners. Ah, yes, Pop Sickers, there we go, he switched accounts. Problem solved. Right then, tune time. So, it's a little bit of freeze pop, because everyone likes a little bit of freeze pop,
Indeed.
and it is the song... Clickety clickety click with the things I nearly forgot. It is the song Super Sprode.
To our crazy fans, we wrote this song especially for you. It's for everything you do. You are the best. Now get undressed. You are the cutest fans by far. You took a risk and bought our disc. You play it loudly in your car. You tell your friends about our band. We're in demand. This is what you are. When we play a show, it's good to know you are in the crowd. We hear you scream so loud. You like to dance and take a chance. So throw your undies on the stage. No, wait, you're underage. You send us email every day. Shop at Target. You made your freak. So uber chic, you know what you are. You're super sprode, that is what you are. So super sprode, she just stands by four. You're super sprode, that is what you are. So super sprode, she just stands by four.
You're listening to TigerTails Radio, giving Cards Against Humanity a run for its money. It's time for Quiplash.
Round 2 is almost upon us.
Yay!
Because we do like a nice bit of Quiplash. And so, I'll just enter the room myself. I will press the buttons here. Turn that down a little bit there. Put that input onto the Quiplash input. Turn off the backing music and fade us in.
So, now the room code is DOJL. Delta Oscar Juliet Lima.
Yay! And there's us again.
Ooh. And all you can see is my deerstalker over the top of the...
Over the things again.
Yes. My little
look at-
Pikachu ears.
Yep, your little Pikachu ears. Which then disappear if you put your actual deerstalker ears down.
Well, they would... Yeah.
Yeah, because it only ties up.
Yeah.
Cigaros has joined us. Is University Library Hog going to join us again?
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
Well.
I guess we'll find out shortly.
Indeed we shall.
And yes. Oh, Hedgie.
Oh, Hedgie. Oh, matron.
Oh, Hedgie. Hello.
Oh, matron.
Or is it? Oh, Hedgie.
Probably more accurate, to be honest.
It's like, who left the banana skin in the middle of the pavement with all the blind people running around?
That would be Hedgie.
Hedgie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be it. That's definitely the one. But
Yeah.
yes, just in case you weren't already aware, you can follow TigerTails Radio on Twitter at www.twitter.com/TigerTails Radio. Do that because A, we post in it slightly more frequently than Facebook, and B, if we post on Twitter, people might actually fecking see it. It
Yeah,
might get gatekeeped by Facebook saying,
Yeah.
hey, give us money.
Especially if they click on the, the little notification thing that notifies you when the account tweets.
Yeah, and we don't spam either. We're nice like that.
Yes.
We'll post the occasional show announcements, like that there's a show coming up if you want to take part and listen in live.
Or any other stuff that we happen to be up to and doing. And
sensible things.
Yeah.
We don't spam because we're nice, and I'm too lazy to spam you. So that's basically it, But I think that's all the people we're going to get stuffed in our holes. So now you know how the game works, everybody. Let's kill this thing so we get the pure game back
Indeed.
and start the show. Sit back, relax, and quiplash. Or let Schmitty tell us the rules.
I'm Schmitty, and this is a little something I like to call Whiplash. The great thing about a fresh game is that right now, you're all tied for first place. And last.
But I'm winning.
This is
you have the
round
crown.
1. You get points based on the percentage of people who like your answer, and a bonus if you get more votes than your opponent. Go!
And now it's that time where we all go really quiet as we try to think.
Absolutely. Ooh. Well, that's me in, so I guess I should, fill the dead air. And so now we just wait on the others, I suppose.
I'm in.
And you have your crown.
My crown, because I'm a queen.
And your pink.
I am pink. Like a penis.
Absolutely, with a crown on top.
With a crown.
You're a penis and you're crowning.
And, Hedgie is also in.
Yep.
As is Xavier. As is Shades. Hello, audience member.
And surely it should be, oh, Hedgie.
Hurry, hit the safety quit
I
button
wonder if
and
that's
you'll
what
think of
people
something.
say when he farts. It's like, oh,
Oh,
Hedgie.
God, no. Cigaras, by the time you hear this, it'll be too late.
Too late.
Please bounce your...
Push the button.
Answer the question.
Button.
It is too late.
Okay,
You only get
moment
90
of truth.
seconds.
Starting things off, a political slogan if a bear was running for president. Make America blank again.
So, a political slogan if a bear was running for president:
Okay, pick your favorite
make
clip
America kinky again, or make America hibernate again.
Well, I guess after Trump, maybe that is a thing that would happen.
The audience have voted.
Yeah, don't look at the candidates for the 2020 then.
No.
Unless Cigaris is the audience and there's been a technical difficulty.
Maybe, yes.
Possibly.
And hibernate wins it with 3 votes to 1.
Wow. Dang.
And yes, Cigaris is the
Next
audience
in
member.
line,
Ah.
a job that doesn't exist now, but that somebody probably had in olden times.
So, a job that doesn't exist now, but somebody probably had in olden times. Toe cheese remover or naked Hedgesaurus tamer. Well, considering naked Hedgesaurus exists currently,
He's a very modern threat.
true, yes, he is very much a modern threat. And I imagine toe cheese has probably existed for all eternity.
Especially my toe cheese.
Oh, we don't want to think about your toe cheese.
Too late, you're thinking about
Damn
it.
it. I didn't.
And, oh, Hedgie wins it 2 votes to 1.
Yep.
Because Echo forgot to vote.
Well, I was distracted by
Next.
reading.
The worst thing to say in the back seat of a cop car.
So, the worst thing to say in the backseat of a cop car
And vote.
is, I'm not white. Or, quesadilla breath. Not sure that's something you would say.
No,
In
indeed.
fact, you wouldn't really say either of them.
I guess you could. I mean, if you were white, then you could very much say the former.
Well, Lenny Henry did come out on stage and introduce himself as Justin Trudeau.
True.
Cigarettes had a safety quip. Which is why I'm Black wins with 5 votes.
No.
Cigarettes voting against himself. And it's
Yeah.
a super quick flash because the audience voted.
Your next prompt is
Oh, yeah.
something you should never do without gloves on. Ready, set, vote.
So, Echo,
So, something you should never do without gloves on. Fisting someone with Crohn's disease or handle naked Hedgesaurus. Well, I'm pretty sure both of those things you wouldn't want to do without gloves on.
both of those are an equally valid answer.
Yeah, they are.
Unless Naked Hedgesaurus has the Crohn's disease, in which case you would need double gloves.
Indeed, yes.
And it is indeed a 50-50 split.
It is. Goodness.
They are equally as bad.
Wow. Oh, goodness. Crikey.
Next in the hopper, tip, take your large movie theater beverage cup home and use it for blank.
So, pro tip.
It's
Take
voting
your
time.
large movie theatre beverage cup home and use it for a second garage or home extension or drinking. Because y'all Americans have your pretty big drinks.
I'm not entirely sure it's big enough for the second garage or home extension, though, if I'm honest. Unless you're a very small car or a very small home.
Stuart Little needs to live as well, you know.
Wow, true.
And a second garage or home extension sways it 2-1.
Oh. So who is the audience member then? Because if Cigaris is still playing...
Or maybe Cigarettes got back in.
Yeah, true.
Next is
But then how would they be an
a fun
audience
trick
member?
to
I don't
pull
know.
with your identical twin is to switch places during blank.
So, a fun trick to pull with your... Oh, okay. With your identical twin is to...
Switch places at birth.
Oh, well, I suppose. That would be a bit pointless, but okay.
That's
I
all
was
for
expecting
round one.
sex.
Here's the scoreboard.
Yeah. I imagine most identical twins do.
So, I'm now third, Shades in the lead, Hedgie second, Xavier fourth, Echo
me
fifth,
fifth.
and Cigarettes sixth due to technical
Now
difficulties.
round two, where
Yes.
all points and bonuses are doubled. Oh, the drama.
Oh, Cyrus is the audience member, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Attention audience.
So I've been
why do you
correctly
think
informed
these
by a
annoying
telegram
slow
by
players?
Gray.
Why not try the audience play along?
So for the audience play along, we get the 11th commandment. Thou shalt not blank.
Fart.
Oh, we've got audience going. I missed that. I was busy ploughing through the questions there.
Oh god, I don't even know what this thing is.
Is it bigger than a bread basket?
I'm in. Hey.
Hey.
And mix free workplace is one of the 11th commandments of what thou shalt not. Now, is Cigarette still having technical difficulties? Will they be able to answer the question?
I think he'll answer the question, you know.
Don't forget, there's 10 seconds of lag, so if you see 20 on your screen, you've actually only got 10. It doesn't matter, he's in.
Yeah.
Boom!
These better be good. Prompt number 1 is, when on the subway, it's polite to give up your seat to
So,
blink.
when on the subway, it's polite to give up your seat to
Okay,
fat
pick a
people, or it's polite to give up your seat to the madman who lives in the tunnel. In all fairness, there was one that will get you stabbed, and the other one will get you eaten. Pick your poison.
Well, I guess at least if you're eaten, you could potentially get out again.
One way or another.
I mean, especially if they swallowed you whole.
And that's right, the person who will eat you is the madman who lives in the tunnel because they all like a bit of cannibalism.
Do they? Oh, okay.
Well, at least that's what Florida Man News Report says anyway.
Ah.
But it also wins 4-1.
Oh.
Om nom 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 nom.
Apparently fat people are not valid.
Okay, next one. The sequel to Shakespeare in Love would be called Shakespeare in Blank.
So, the sequel to
Yes!
Shakespeare
Vote
in
on your
Love
devices.
would be called Shakespeare in Divorce Court or Shakespeare in Drag.
I didn't answer this
Shakespeare in
question,
Shakespeare.
but
That's cool.
if I was up against whoever said Shakespeare in Divorce Court, it would have been a jinx. Because Shakespeare in Divorce Court is exactly what I would have typed.
Yeah.
So that's where my answer's gone. Spoilers.
Although technically the film does end with her on a desert island and him writing, I don't know, some of the greatest theatre in all of the world, you know.
Yeah. And Shakespeare in Divorce Court wins it 4-1.
Absolutely.
Moving on.
Me and Hedges are so in tune
The name
tonight.
of a horse you should never bet on. Vote
So-
now.
The name of a horse you should never bet on. The Dead One. Good name for a horse. Or Stella, it might beat your wife. Ow, wait, gay.
Okay. Yeah.
And nobody wrote horse. Thus calling back an answer from the previous round.
That would require paying attention. Come on.
Oh, my vote didn't count. Oi. Wouldn't have mattered.
It didn't care.
Well done, Mr. Xavier. Super quick flash.
Next, the worst crime in Middle-earth.
So, the worst crime in Middle-earth. Fucking hobbits, fiddling with a hobbit.
Either way, hobbit abuse is on the cards.
Yes.
As the worst crime in Middle-earth.
Yes, sexual abuse of hobbits is clearly well known to be the largest crime of Middle-earth. If I'm honest, I didn't know what Middle-earth was, so...
Really? Have you never endured the Lord of the Rings films?
Yeah, I watched the entire extended...
Then how did you not know what Middle-earth was?
Because wow, apparently fucking hobbits and fiddling hobbits... Apparently fiddling with hobbits is worse.
Yeah. It's got the word fiddling with it, of course it is.
But I did consume a lot
Your
of
next
tequila
prompt
during
is
it.
Okay.
How Lady Gaga sleeps every night.
So,
Time to vote.
oh, who wrote that answer? How Lady Gaga sleeps every night? On a bed made of cream cheese and rye, or with her poker face on? Bastard. That was a good answer. Who hadn't voted? Someone is abstaining. Oh, and the audience sways it. Well done, Xavier. You win at 3-2.
Next on deck, who is currently the 5,492nd ranked player in professional tennis?
So, who is the 5,492nd ranked player in professional tennis? Tim Henman's love child with Andy Murray, or Time Time?
Time?
Time Time!
Time Time.
Time. Everyone else has said it.
I'm not entirely sure there's that many professionally ranked tennis players, but yeah.
Of Time Time.
Yeah.
And it's a
50-50
tie.
split.
It's a tie. Shade didn't answer out of disgust.
As
For round
is
two, let's see those
acceptable.
scores.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yes.
What's that done to the scoreboard? I've got a freeze button. Let's use it. Oh, Hedgie is currently in the lead, followed by Xavier, followed by Shades, followed by me, followed by Echo, followed by Cigaris.
This is round three, the last
round.
clash. One final chance to catch up, and everyone gets the
This
same
actually
prompt
could be all
this
down
time.
to the final round.
Good. And it's a word lash. Pay attention to your device.
Here's your word lash task.
Don't forget you only get 45 seconds on this one, and it's come up with a romantic comedy film with the word wig in the title. Only get 60 seconds, I tell a lie.
You dropped my iPad. Goodness. It's a bit bad.
Yeah, not confident.
No, likewise.
Yeah, not supremely confident in this answer either.
No, indeed. It's a tricky one.
Certainly not going to be taking first place, I feel. Oh, come on, Shades. You're running out of time. Boop, boop. In. Just for skin of the teeth.
Well, you know.
We're ready to look. Let's give out some medals.
So, come up with a romantic comedy film with the word wig in the title. We have Wiggle and a Giggle. Good answer. Losing the Wig in Venice. Get your wig on too. Sexy Time. The Wig That Catfished Me.
I like how that's not even get your wig on.
Yeah. Bradley Wiggins, the hairy biker. And Wigs Actually. Some good answers there. Very creative use of the word wig, actually.
Oh, yes, yes, indeed.
And so, I have voted. Echo has put down his iPad, so he must have voted.
Absolutely.
The audience has voted. And now, let's get the votes
Okay,
in.
let's see who got those medals. First, the bronze. Here's the
I
silver.
got some bronze. I got some silver.
And gold.
I got some gold.
Let's melt those medals down for points.
Wow!
Oh, I did win it.
Bloody hell!
With the wig that catfished me.
It's over. Let's see the final scores.
What's that done to the scores, though?
I'm fecked.
It was enough to get me in third. Xavier is the winner.
And I am still in the bottom.
Aww. So,
Did
let's
not
see.
think I would get that.
Right, let's just, oh, that's a bit too far back. I'm just seeing if I can bring up the scores in the YouTube feed. And so, we have Echo in last place with 1,550. Cigaris with 3,500. Considering he had 0 at the end of the first round, that was a good recovery. Jade's in fourth with 4,100. Me losing my crown in third with 6,350. Oh, Hedgie, you didn't quite get first. You got second with 6,970. But streaking in the league, like that brown smear you see between your pants after you've had a particularly nasty curry, is Xavier with 7,230.
Wow.
Thank you for that,
Such a
TK.
lovely
Love you
description
too.
of what you of how you describe Xavier as a skid.
And
Well-
Zagreus is like, not last, I'll take it. And Hedge says, a horse you should never bet on, Sad Ken. Those of you who've watched Bottom will know that reference.
Dear me.
Bottom.
Yeah, it was a BBC comedy starring Adrian Edmondson.
I know. I've seen a few episodes.
It's a good show. Let's bring back the backing music and let's get rid of the quiplash.
Absolutely.
That was your quiplash. We've got lots of done and dusted this week, so be impressed with that. I think what we
Yeah.
should do next, though, is play a song. How does that sound to you?
That sounds brilliant.
Let's play our last song of the night, in fact. And it's one we have played previously on this season. And it was, appropriate. I thought since we're playing some fun, silly musics, why not include this one as it got committed to the CD? And I was like, yeah, okay, let's have it. And so, with Cosmic featuring Rhubarb the Bear, we have the delightful sounds of Do the Poodle.
There's a brand new king that the kids have crowned. It's the hip new thing going all around. From the biggest con to the smallest meat, they're all turning on to the latest treat. Everybody's gone when they feel the beat of the poodle. Do the poodle. It's the latest craze going round today. But it's not a phase, no, it's here to stay. You don't need a cause, you can just begin with a head and paws and a lot of skin. Inhibition thaws when you just give in to the poodle. Do the poodle. Do the poodle. Well, it's not debased and it's not depraved if your feet are fuzzy and your chest is shaved. Haters gonna hate, so don't be bitter. You can always start a flame war in a poll on Twitter. And now at MFF, when it's 10 degrees, make sure that your ankles and your elbows don't freeze. Expose any body part at random, and if people don't like it, they can quit the fandom. You'll be cool, you'll be loved, you'll be debonair. When your hands are gloved and your arms are bare. Now, in case you missed what it's all about, you don't have to twist, you don't have to shout. Show a little wrist or let it all hang out. Be a poodle. Do the poodle. Be a poodle. Do the poodle.
It's that time where the cast of TigerTails Radio review stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
We like that song. Yes. I may not be a fan of poodling, but yes, that was a good song. Well done, Cosmic, featuring Rhubarb there. Do the Poodle. We enjoyed. Thank you very much for sharing.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm trying something we've not tried before on this show.
Goodness.
If you poke the screen around about there-ish,
Around about.
yep, just where my finger is, if you look on the screen, and you might see a little eye symbol pop up. And if you click on it, there's a little poll,
Oh, I see.
and it's asking, what should we play next week?
Oh.
Should we play Split the Room, or should we play Guespionage?
Oh. Goodness, using modern technology.
I know, right? I thought, let's try these YouTube polls.
A
See what they're
YouTube
like.
feature that we're actually using.
I know, yes. So currently, Split the Room is winning at 100%. So if you want us to play Split the Room next week, to split the room. If you want us to play Guespionage next week, you know what to click.
Indeed.
Oh, cigarettes. Just for people who hold pop events. What did I mention? Who? Yeah, sorry.
Alive.
It's the YouTube chat. And I'm going, should this be read out loud or not? I'm not sure. But Cigarettes was chatting to people and made some opinions known, apparently. And found out the comments got some special attention, apparently.
Oh.
So, I'm not too sure what that's about.
No, quite.
And hi to Skittleskin in YouTube channel, whom we haven't seen on the show for years. Where have you been? It's been a long time.
Hiding in the depths of the interwebs.
Indeed. I mean, he was around in season 1 and 2, that kind of era.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, the phrase
12.
long time no see.
Like nearly 12 years ago.
Yeah, and the rest. 2004, honey.
Well,
Yeah, well, welcome to feeling old. Welcome
wow.
To feeling old.
Old.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, like 15 years old.
ago.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
When I was only a teenager.
Yeah, this has been going on for a long ass time.
When I was still at school.
And we're still not bored of it. Not quite sure how.
No.
He says that he's been scattered across the internet and other places. Well,
Well.
we've been right here. You know where to find us. Feel free to join us again.
Indeed.
But the jingle was done and dusted. So, Mr. Xavier, would you like to quickly do your bit? And then we'll let Echo do his bits.
Yes, so I played a game, and this is Detroit Become Human
On the PS4.
on the PS4 because
it was free on
I
PlayStation
picked
Plus.
it up. Yeah, exactly.
Ah.
So for those of you who may not be aware, this is a game from the wonderful creator David Cage, who absolutely adores creating games with in-depth oh, what am I saying? He creates films but makes them as games.
They're films with quick time events in them.
Yeah, if you've played anything like Fahrenheit, Beyond Two Souls,
Heavy Rain.
you'll
Jason!
understand. Yeah, you'll understand
Jason!
the memes
Jason!
and the gameplay.
Jason!
There's a lot in this. I will say that there's a lot of potential interesting things in this because this is talking and doing a story around the idea of androids exist in the world and some of the biggest story hooks that can exist with that idea.
By the way, Shade also wants to play, so you've got two people who kill you if you spoil anything.
It's all based in Detroit, and
Oh,
you
shit.
play as 3 different androids: Connor,
Jason!
Marcus, and thank you, Kate. Each with very unique and interesting stories, and they kind of merge together and separate, with your choices affecting which story sections you go into. There's some famous names in here. The big problem, I will say, is like every other game that they create,
Yeah.
they kind of have an issue with the game, and they have an issue with the story.
Yeah, the story has the issue that the game gets in the way, and the game has the issue that the story gets in the way.
Kind of.
dear.
Every time you look to divert in a way that you think is interesting, it doesn't quite feel natural. And then every time you try to engage in gameplay to do something interesting, it does quite feel natural. It jars a lot, and some of the story decisions, especially if you know anything about the androids sci-fi themes, some of the reactions of the characters and some of the story options that you're given, whilst interesting, make little or no sense, especially towards the later chapters, depending on if you're trying to get certain things.
Spoilers.
There's lots of stuff in here. I've not done everything. There are achievements that I have not touched on because you can go peaceful. You
Who's
can
messaging
go
you all the
not
time?
peaceful. It's just notifications. You can veer off in a couple of directions. There are characters that can die in this game. I've not killed any aside from the very starting mission, but that kind of seemed irrelevant. And it can impact the story. The biggest frustrations outside of the menu, which I'll get to, the story didn't do what I was looking for. in any way, shape or form on the route I was taking. Nothing whatsoever. And it annoyed me because it just sat there and went cliche. And I was like, but I don't want a cliche. I want an interesting story. This is just cliche. No, cliche.
Oh, okay.
And it was frustrating. There is another half that I haven't played, literally. So maybe it won't be as cliche if I find out the rest of the information. But massive cliche. And I've got a nasty feeling that the way they've set the initial arc, because if you're writing anything, you'll have an arc that is kind of the main one, and then you branch shit off. The initial arc is probably not going to be satisfying to me either, because I don't think I played the arc that they think is the canon, I suppose. But yeah, getting to the end to getting everyone alive is a challenge, because unfortunately the gameplay also has a tendency of going, hey, here's this choice that you think means this. Oh wait, no, you're dead. Sorry? That's not quite what I thought, given the context of every other time I chose that one. No, you're dead. Okay, fine. and get your relationships up with people, because that unlocks stuff somehow.
Okay.
I'm not going to play this for a while. I need to leave it alone for a while before I go back and try a second attempt, because like Fahrenheit, like Heavy Rain, very much like Beyond Two Souls, the moment you've completed the game and you look back at the story, you hit that wall where you go, could I complete for the trophies? Do I find the story engaging enough? And Beyond Two Souls basically took a ginormous wet fish and beat me around the face with it. This one, not so bad, but it left me with a salty taste. So I will give it time before I come back. So if you're a fan of this type of game movie, I would recommend it. If not, I would say get hold of Death Stranding, play for 20 hours until apparently the game becomes interesting, and then sit there as your brain melts until the mind-blowing ending when you realise you have been playing Postal the game, only with no interesting combat or fun character.
I thought Postal was already a game, but...
Postal is a game. Postal actually has some interesting things.
Yeah.
Death Stranding, you are a postman.
Yeah, but there's more to it than that, he said. I haven't really played it myself. I've seen a little bit of Jacksepticeye playing it, but that's been about it.
There's
another game that I'm
stuff.
trying to think of. It's a PlayLink game that we played around here.
Yes.
Which is on a very similar kind of feel to the David Cage games.
Yes,
and I can't remember what it is.
No, there's a few, and it's like a storyteller style, choose your own adventure, although there's also competitive
Echo,
function.
you played it
within
as well. What was it?
Nah,
What's that?
he's not going to remember.
The game we played on the PS4, but we controlled it with our phones.
Oh, where you made all the choices?
Yeah.
The game with all the cops.
Yes.
It was...
that one.
YouTube channel, save us.
Dear God.
Discord, save us. No one's in Discord.
Whilst they're thinking, let's say move on, because that's it for Detroit Become Human. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it unless you are a David Cage fan. Seriously, unless you're a David Cage fan.
So, Echo, would you like to do your first of your done and dusted?
Yes, okay. Well, I guess I'll do them in kind of chronological order, because that makes the most logical sense, I guess. So the first thing that I should be covering is the Poke Centre London, which was a pop-up Poke Centre that was put in the in Westfield Shopping Centre in Shepherd's Bush.
Hidden Agenda, that was it.
That's it, yes, that was
Sorry,
the one.
Echo, carry on.
All right. So in aid of the launch of the new Pokemon game Sword and Shield, the Games, I think it's Games,
Yeah,
isn't it?
one
it's-
sword, one shield.
That's
Yeah.
coming. Yeah.
which is obviously due to be released in the very near future. I don't know when, because I'm not that much of a massive fan, but hey ho.
Echo is not a poker fag.
No, I definitely am not. No, not at all. So we went to go do the the Poke Center, and the queue. Yeah, well, so the point is that this is only a temporary thing for like a month, not even.
Yeah, it was like 3 or 4 weeks, wasn't it?
Yeah, about 3 or 4 weeks in total, from like the middle of October through to I think the end of this week.
Yeah.
If I remember rightly. And so, as you can imagine, obviously, Pokefags everywhere have, travelled to Mecca in London, and have made it. Made a beeline for it. So we left. Well, we got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, because we are dedicated people. Set off for London and made it to the shopping centre for about 8:30 in the morning.
Ugh.
And we joined the queue. Now, considering the fact that anyone that knows Westfield shopping malls, they are huge, and the one in Shepherd's Bush is even more huge. And so basically we queued like 3/4 of the way round the first floor. So what they did was made like queuing bits all round the kind of handrails round the holes down to the floor below, and then did some sort of zigzagging. And so we started queuing at 8:30 in the morning.
Yikes.
We made it to the Poke Center at 1:30 in the afternoon.
Bugger.
We
that.
queued for 5 fucking hours. And then we spent about half an hour in the shop, whereby you are limited to a maximum of 5 items, because by the time, so we went last Wednesday, which obviously is only sort of a week and a half before the end, and because yay scalpers, they went in and raided the shop, in the beginning. They were camping outside the shopping centre the night before, and they had to have security to move them on, and they were buying the special London Pikachu plushies for like £20 a piece, and then selling them on Amazon for eBay, for £1,000 a piece, because dicks.
The schmucks will pay that.
Yeah, they will. They absolutely will, because they don't want to queue for 5 hours. But so we went in. We bought the 5 items. So I bought 2 T-shirts, a poster, and mug, and the Detective Pikachu Deerstalker, because why the hell not? Sparky bought. What did he buy? He bought a T-shirt, I think a couple of plushes of the water, and I'm trying to think which other one of what other type Pokemon other than Sword and Shield. But anyway, yeah, he bought like his quota of 5 items. I spent £88 something on 5 items.
I told you you'd spend money there.
Oh yeah, well, I was going to spend money. Wasn't
You were
I?
quite categoric in that you weren't going to spend a penny there. You were going to be, forceful in your not shopping.
Reservedness.
And I was like, nope, you're okay if you'll buy something.
I spent 5 hours in a queue. I think I needed to do some retail therapy. I mean, I needed more than just bloody retail therapy after 5 hours stood in a shopping centre.
In the YouTube comments, Sigarus was going to have a 6-hour queue and was like, nope, and found your 5-hour queue quite amusing. And Cyrus was like, I love Pokemon, but yeah, that wasn't happening.
No. No, I was talking to... Who was I was talking to? Someone I was talking to that... So when we turned up, so we walked in, we went up the escalators, we went to the first floor, we walked towards where the interactive sign things told us where the Poke Center was, and we were like, oh, well, the queue's only like 50 foot long. We're like, oh, okay. So we walked up to there. They're like, no, this is for the differently abled people. This is not the normal people queue. They were like, go all the way around there. So we kept walking, and we found the end of a queue. We were like, oh. And they were like, no, this is the middle of the queue. On you go. So yeah, we went all the way round, and then we started at the back of the queue, and we met a nice lad and his mother who joined the queue behind us, and we nattered to them and stuff, and she gave us sweets and things, which is also a bonus, including some Marks and Spencer's nougat.
Oh.
Yes, it was nougat with cranberries and almonds.
Well, of course it was. It's Marks and Spencer's.
Well, you know. Yes, this is not just nougat. This is Marks and
Spencer's nougat.
Yes.
Darling.
Absolutely. Yes. And so, yeah, so we queued for 5 hours. So we joined the back of the queue, and then the queue was like single file all the way round. They then compressed everybody by double, like stacking, like they doubled up the queue all the way along and compressed us up a lot.
Yeah.
And then we
Gets you out of the way.
Huh?
Gets you out of the way.
Yeah, well, because we were queuing like 3/4 of the way around the shopping centre. Yeah, so we went in, did a little bit of shopping, and I was like dying after 5 hours of no nicotine. So I was like, you know what? I've done the shopping bit. I'm not so worried about seeing the game demo because I'll see the game eventually when you buy it anyway, and therefore...
True facts.
Yeah, so it's not like I really need to go and play the game because it's just a game, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, I've done the bit. I've spent the time. I've gone and I've bought the merch. So I disappeared off outside, and Sparky went and played the game, and then came out and was all happy because he'd played the game and it was was amazing apparently, and is fantastic. So we'll see that in the future when it
comes out,
released. Yeah.
When the game drops.
Yeah, that's it. So that was fantastic. I mean, by 2 o'clock, so we got there, got in at 1:30. I was out by 2 because, as I say, we did a half hour in the shop, and then probably by about, I suppose, 1:30 because he went and played. No, I think it was like 10-15 minutes playing, and then he came out, and then we were like, well, we could go do some other stuff in London whilst we're here, and I was like, I'm dying. I've been awake since 4 o'clock this morning. He was like, yeah, me too. Okay, yeah. So we jumped on a tube and got back to the car and headed back to Southampton because, and I think we got back about 5:30 in the evening. Then we came home, made dinner.
So that was 12 hours.
Yes. Yes. Yes, it was. I had enough by that.
So they'll call it Pokemon Never Go There Again.
12 hours on the go, and
yeah.
And all you got was a Pokemon hat.
how much affection and appreciation is Sparky giving you now at this point?
Like all of it. Like when we came out, he was like, how are you still like in a relationship with me? How have you not murdered me? I'm like, it's fine, honey. He was like, but you didn't really want to. I was like, I know, but I did it for you because,
Because you're a schmuck.
No, not because I'm a schmuck. Because I love him and I would do anything for him.
Would you do that again?
Maybe some point in the future, yes. In the near future, probably not. But
So you need to leave it just long enough for you to forget the traumatic experience.
It
Yes.
wasn't that bad. I mean, it was just...
Oh, it's already started.
Yeah.
It was not that bad, It could have been a lot worse. If it had been 10 hours, I think I might have murdered someone.
Yeah. That's a
Or
long
I
time
would
to go.
have gone to the toilet for some nicotine. Like, as in, gone outside,
Yeah.
come back in. Which I, to be fair, could have done because, it was only a queue.
Can you hold me place, love? And everyone else in the queue goes, no!
No, it's fine, because the lady with the lad behind us was like, I think she was kind of older, and she was like, I'm going to the toilet. All right, I'm going to Marks and Spencer's for a walk. I'm walking up to Next. I'm going in, I'm going into this place. I'm going. And so she just kept popping out, disappearing for a while, coming back, bringing treats for us. So it was all good.
Yeah. And Cyrus in the YouTube chat says that it was 10 to 14 hours for some people on the opening day.
Yeah, they did say the day we went on the Wednesday of last week was the quietest day they'd seen. But they'd sold out of the London Pikachus by, plushies by about, I think, an hour or 3/4 of an hour or so before we got in there. Oh, much to Sparky's distaste, because he really wanted one. But he isn't going to pay £1,000 for one because he's not, not really that stupid. But yeah, so that pretty much was my kind of thing. It was very good. I enjoyed it, and I got this cool hat.
And then
on to my
And
second
then?
item for Done and Dusted, because I just do none and then I just do two, because why the hell not? Because I've been doing things lately. Because I being an avid furry. So my next Done and Dusted will be, well, literally what I have returned from today, which was Furcation 2019. As you can see by my t-shirt, I have the Furcation 2019 Fur TV Live t-shirt.
And the paunch.
I don't have a paunch. And I also have my little tote bag.
A little goodie bag.
Yeah, goodie bag, because as you can also see by there we go, it's better. That's kind of, you can see him, the little mascot Furcation.
Yep.
Duke. So as you can see,
Duke.
I am a sponsor for 2019 because
He has the yellow lanyard.
I do, yes. Yeah, it's quite funny actually, because just a small funny story. So when we went in to go and register, we couldn't register when we first got there. And by the time we got there, so Sparky wasn't a sponsor, I was, and he wasn't. He was just an attendee. And so he has a Furcation 2018 sponsor lanyard, because they ran out of just general Furcation lanyards before he got one.
Okay.
So he has a previous year one. But yes, so yeah, I've been to Furcation down at Sandy Glades in Burnham-on-Sea. Is it Burnham by Sea? On-Sea, I think. I don't
In a
know.
place next
In
to
a place.
water.
You know what? The sensible thing to do would be to reference the little book that is in the bag, because it actually tells me in here stuff. So here is the
con guide.
the con guide, yeah, with furries on it. Let's see, it does say here, I think. I'll find the section, because it'll take me a second. John Fowler Holiday Parks, Sandy Glade. It doesn't say where it is. That's not helpful. Marvelous. It must say here somewhere. It does definitely say here, because I definitely read it earlier. In Breen. That's where it is. It's in Breen. Which I
In
think...
fish.
In Fish? No, not in Fish.
Green? You don't know what
So,
green?
being as I can refer to the schedule now. So the things that we got up to over the course of the weekend. So we didn't get there, and we left like 5-ish Friday evening. So it's like a 2 and a bit hour journey down there. So it's a long old journey. So the meet and greet happens at 5 o'clock. So obviously we missed that. We also missed the opening ceremony, which was a bit of a shame. And we got there about 25 to 9-ish. So we managed to miss registration on the Friday. So we managed to pick up our key for our caravan and sneaked into our caravan.
Just before you carry on,
Yes.
Shades has just popped up into the chat and gone, there's something different about Echo's ears. And then says, Furcation should have been at Sandy Balls. Which is a real holiday camp.
Yeah,
Down
I
that
know.
part of the world.
Yeah, it definitely is, yeah. But no, we didn't have sandy balls. So.
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, they did. They knew totally what they were doing.
Carry on.
Yes. So so we kind of just sort of met up with a few friends, and we went to a one of the unofficial events at the con, which was a room party that was a pup party run by Kaiser and Dizzy in their chalet, which was pretty cool. Basically just moshed about and played about, and then everybody got incredibly drunk,
As is the way.
as is customary. And so we got to meet lots of new people who we'd never met before, and lots of people that we already knew and have seen many times before. So yeah, we chilled at their place and met lots of people, and then went back and slept.
Always a good idea.
Yeah, it's always a good plan. In our own caravan, in our own bed, you know, I mean, it's always another rarity at cons. So on the Saturday, we kind of got up, had some breakfast sort of just before lunchtime, and we went and did the dealer's den. So Sparky has ordered himself, has commissioned a new tail, or I say a new tail, a tail.
Yep.
In his chosen blue and white and dark blue, I think, colorings, in a sort of husky tail style.
So the question is, will it look blue and white or white and gold?
Well, this is the question.
Someone says, did you join Team Coffee or Team Tea? Did you join Team Coffee or Team Tea?
I'm guessing this was a thing that you may or may not have actually had any information about.
Yeah.
Because
I'm going to guess Team Neither.
yeah, because the
Team
furrycation
missed that
stuff-
meme.
Oh no! Yes, no. I understand. I understand. And I joined Team T because basically when we went to go and register, Gray was like, or the chap behind, I forget what his name was, chap behind the desk, was like, coffee or tea? And I was like, huh? And Gray piped up and went, tea, definitely tea. So I got a tea.
Okay, and Cyrus says, good man.
Who did?
Cyrus, in the YouTube chat.
Ah, I see. Yes, indeed. Yeah, so it was all Gray's fault that I am a Team T.
The mug in the sponsor bag.
Yes, indeed. Yes, that makes much more sense. I was trying to think, Team T, Team Coffee, I'm confused. And then it clicked. The penny dropped. We pottered around the dealer's den and had a nose at all of the exciting little wares. And as I say, Sharky commissioned his tail and also bought a YCH Suits t-shirt, which is Kaiser and Dizzy's fursuit making enterprise. And he also bought one of these sponsor t-shirts because they were selling off all the leftover sort of sponsor stuff.
Yep.
And actually, he hadn't really wanted all the other bits and pieces as a sponsor, but he did want the t-shirt.
I see.
So he bought himself a t-shirt. We went to the bar and had a drink and pootled around for a bit. And then we went back to the caravan and just chilled a fair bit and just potted around and sort of saw people that we knew. And then we slept.
As you do.
Yep, as you do at the end of a day. And then on the Sunday, Sparky went to they had a retro games thingamabob, which fell over the 11 o'clock silence bit. Although we actually went and had breakfast at that point, and we were very amazed, very, very amazed, but all of the noisy furries shut up for 2 whole minutes when the 11 o'clock struck, without any prompting.
Yeah, you mentioned at the start of the show.
I know. It's really weird. I don't know how it happens, because furries, I don't know if you've ever noticed, are incredibly noisy.
True man.
Yeah. They fell silent for 2 whole minutes whilst we were in the chef's corner.
Oh, very nice.
And then Sparky pootled over to the retro games doodad and did some retro gaming things, I think. And then we sort of potted about and went and saw more people, and we kind of missed out on a lot of the things that actually went on. I mean, things like fursuit games for example. If you don't have a fursuit, seems an odd thing to do. Although it does specifically mention that anything that mentions fursuit, even if you're not a suitor, you are more than welcome to join in. Which is very cool. That's one thing I very much like about Vacation, is the fact that regardless of things that say fursuit things, I like, if you don't have a fursuit, come join in anyway. We don't care. You're a furry nonetheless.
Come and have a giggle.
Yes, absolutely. And then we sort of potted around and we hung out with lots of people that we knew, which was rather surprising, really, how many people that were there out of the 600 that we actually knew.
Nice.
so which is pretty cool. And yeah, we went to what was the other thing we went to? Oh, we went to there was a Pup and Littles meet, an actual official on the program Pup and Littles meet, which was very cool. And I did want to try and make on the Sunday. They had a electronica makers meet, which was meant to be pretty cool, but I kind of
missed it
because I was still asleep.
Ah,
Which is a shame.
Sleep, yes.
I mean, it was
sleep is good, in all fairness.
No, Xavier, definitely was sleep. I mean, it was between 11 and midday, and at that point I was definitely asleep, because that was on Sunday.
Yeah, he gets up to sexy times about 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's always a first thing in the morning thing. Can't be doing it later in the day. God, crikey. Yeah, worn out by that point.
And good night to Gareth, who's off to bed.
Night, Cigaris. But yeah, so overall, a very, very fun weekend. Very action-packed, and yeah, it was a very cool con. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and you know, I think especially for anyone wanting to get into the fandom, if they want an actual,
A gateway con.
yeah, gateway residential con, absolutely vacation, unquestionably.
So
Because-
you would recommend it then?
Oh, absolutely, definitely recommend it. I mean, considering the fact that, as I say, the one thing that quite amazed me was that, especially considering the rivalry between pups and furs and the whole shit that goes down with that, and yet they made one of the official rules is that pup hoods were allowed to be worn anywhere on site. Only pup hoods, no additional stuff, but
No collars.
I think collars probably were acceptable because furs wear collars as well, don't they?
Yeah.
So,
Just a bit.
and I saw quite a few people with collars on, but pretty much, yeah, hoods and collars was the allowed, thing. But it was an official rule that pup hoods anywhere on site, perfectly okay, which I think is very cool because,
Very progressive of them.
yeah. But then I think it probably helps the fact that the chairman and the vice chair are both pups.
Yeah, that helps.
That definitely has quite a weighting. Yeah, because so yeah,
That sways things.
yeah, Jasper Fox as chairman and Anthropuppy as vice chair definitely has a distinct weighting towards being progressive.
I've got
towards-
a lot of time for Anthropuppy. He's a very thoroughly nice chap.
He is a fantastic chap, and actually Jasper is as well. Jasper is ever so nice. Yeah, we had a bit of a chat. So yeah, he is. Yeah, it was a fantastic con, and I can't wait for 2020. Because there was one thing that did make me chuckle though about the bits and pieces of paperwork that were in the con book.
Yep.
So you got like a window sticker, which is pretty awesome. I'm going to
For
put
your
that
car.
in. Yeah,
Yep.
for the car.
And then declare it on the insurance.
Ah?
And then declare it on the insurance.
Yeah, I loved the postcard, the green, yeah, artwork, artwork postcard.
Yep.
Then feedback thing, and some other just sort of bits and pieces.
Which
but
he's
the-
not going to show the camera.
I will do in a sec. No, I was just looking for the bit that I wanted to find. The thing that made me chuckle most
Yeah.
was, I mean, this is the artwork on the back, which is pretty cool. I very much like the artwork. But the thing that made me chuckle is the fact that this is an advertisement for Just for the Weekend 2020, which is amusing because there is some degree of,
Oh, we might be getting a special guest.
oh yeah, so we are. Let's let him in.
Is that a hedge?
It is indeed a hedgie.
Yeah.
It's kind
Hello,
of a
Mr.
hint
Hedgie.
that maybe we've overrun when Hedgie turns up and
Yeah.
the show's still.
Oh yeah, well that's it. But the thing is that I'm just kind of rambling on as I do.
Yeah.
But yeah, is the fact that there is an advertisement for Just for the Weekend 2020 in here, and there is some kind of weird, like, rivalry thing from them. They say that they don't get on for some reason. Yet there is an advertisement for them in the con book.
Well, why not?
Absolutely.
Just paid adverts.
But yeah, there's some like cool stickers. Frankie and Clive by sticker sheet by Scraptor, available on Telegram, which is very cool.
Cool.
It's shiny, so it's kind of difficult to show. on
It doesn't
cam.
show up on the light, yeah.
No, that's
The studio light reflects somewhat.
yeah. But yeah, so that was some of the bits and pieces that were in the comic book. I also realised I actually have Sparky's Just for the Weekend
Comic book as well.
thing in there. Yeah, so I'll
Return that to its owner.
Yeah. But yeah, no, but say absolutely fantastic con, and I can't wait for 2020. And I also am intending going to Just for the Weekend 2020 as well. But we kind of keep that quiet when we're at FERC because, as I say, there seems to be a thing.
He says, having now announced it.
Oh, absolutely.
Live on internet
I
radio.
don't. Yeah, but I don't care because at the end of the day, you know. what
You're
does it
about to be
matter?
attacked by a hand piranha.
Yes. At least it's a clothed Hedgisaurus.
Yes, it's a dressed Hedgisaurus.
Yes. Okay.
Except for that hand bit, which is naked.
Yes, that is indeed naked. But
That's
yeah,
the-
so
That's
yeah,
the naked bit
so
of
there we
naked Hedgisaurus.
that kind of concludes my my bit of done and dusted.
Well,
So there's probably going to be a rather large gap now between now and the next time I do a
done and dusted.
Yeah, done and dusted. But I thought they seemed, you know, I mean, especially the FERC thing seemed to be quite a topical thing for the show.
well, Mr. Xavier and Mr. Echo, I'm gonna set you some homework.
Oh,
Aye.
Between now and the next episode,
yeah.
I want you to have caught up with Philip Pullman's His Dark Materials on the BBC.
Oh no. It's only just come out. Only literally just come out, if I recall.
Episode 2 aired last night,
Yeah.
so there's some to catch up on.
Can I ask an easy question then? Is it anything like the book, having read the first two books?
It's been so long since I've read the whole trilogy, I don't remember.
Oh
However,
god, so that means I could answer that more. Damn it. Okay.
yeah, because it was a long time ago I read the books. And then when I heard about the film, I was quite excited. Then the film came out, and my
Then the film
excitement
came out,
lessened.
yeah.
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 But now, from what I remember of the books, I've enjoyed the TV series so far. Though I have only seen the first episode. So, Hedgie is
good.
playing with Echo in the camera.
Yes, he is.
Because
Because Hedgie is a weirdo. They look like massives.
Elton John specs.
Huh?
Elton John specs.
They do, yeah.
Right, so try and catch up with the BBC's His Dark Materials TV
Yep.
series.
In all fairness, we can do that over the weekend. Because I wouldn't mind seeing episode 1 again. And I've got to watch episode 2 after the show. But I think that does bring us to the end of the series. And yeah, so we can talk about it on Done and
the end of
Dusted
the
next
show,
week.
at least.
Yeah, sorry, brings us to the end of the show.
End of the series.
You shut your filthy whore mouth. We can't end the series yet. We still haven't had Echo pied.
Yeah.
That made him look up, didn't it?
Yes, it
That
did.
Get off your
Is-
bloody phone.
7,777 was that? Because we're going for 500, aren't we?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
going for 500. We're currently on 360, 53, 63?
363.
Yeah, 363.
So
So
we're slowly going up, you know.
getting there.
We may have to do a bit of a push if we're getting towards halfway of the season.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Well, I did try and do a little bit of advertising over the weekend. You
Good
know,
boy.
Because, you know, being as I was at a FurCon, you know,
Good
and
ambassador.
it's a furry radio station, it seemed like a good thing to do.
You're a good boy, Echo. You're a good boy.
Yeah, give me a treat.
And on that note, it is a good night from the Hedgington in the corner. Who's going, shush, I'm
going-
not here.
Nobody's supposed to be able to see me.
Uh-huh.
Goodbye, Treyguard. It's a goodbye and a good night from the Xavier.
Good night, all.
It is a good night from Shade, so you can't wait to cream pie, Echo.
Wow. That took a turn.
Indeed. It's a good night from the Echo.
Good night, everybody.
And it's a good night for myself, TK. Thank you all very much for watching or listening to this episode of TigerTails Radio. We shall return next week with more reviews of the week. More... Actually, what is the game? Have people voted?
Yeah, what's the poll up to?
The poll is still Split the Room winning. So we shall see what that's like. We'll announce the final result next week when we play the game, but currently it looks like it's going to be Split the Room. And then there'll also be, if we've got anything, because if we've done our homework, we'll be doing some Done and Dusted as well. But until then, it's night, everybody. Night.
Ooh, nasty.